In this video, I'll share an update to some of my results with testing the 3Com trading bot. Now, to get access to this trading bot, you have to go to their Telegram group and request access, and they open it up every now and then. But I have heard, or they have shared, that I think they're going to take it out of beta here this week. So I'm sure it'll be available here shortly. Now, one thing I'll mention is that you'll see here I have 19 active deals, okay? And I was hoping that these could be shared actual settings, right? And you'll see the profit has gone up since my last video. If you haven't watched the other video, I cover this in a little bit more detail, or a little bit basic detail, in my other video. I'll link to that down below. But one of the things that I'm doing, you'll see here, is that in my Discord group, I created a actual bot trading session. And here I'm sharing the actual settings per pair, okay? I'm also sharing when I actually turn on a bot or turn off a bot. And I was hoping that this would not have to be this way, but in the current market conditions, or just in the state that the bot's at, this is the best way. And this is using our own technical analysis and everything else, these settings. So that's how I've kind of got to this level that I'm at right now. So it seems to be working pretty well. I have not scaled this up at all. We'll just refresh here and kind of see where things are at. So you'll see here, we're down $8 right now, and there's various open positions, right? And then as we scroll down, you'll see here's all the actual trades that it's actually done here as I kind of scroll down. So a lot of little profits, couple, 1% here. I'm really testing the profit levels and everything else. But when I put something in the Discord group here, for instance, those are settings that I've tested, and those are settings that I use in my own trading. Now, if you use these settings, if you use this bot and you use anything that I have here, you're trading at your own risk, okay? This is bot trading. There's no protection to the downside. But you'll see here from my last video, we are up a good number, I'd say. I'm still not happy with the true ROI of the capital lockup, but maybe they'll solve that here in the next version, or when it officially goes live. But you'll see it seems to be doing a pretty well job. Now, a couple things I'll cover is that one thing you should do is you should always have a DGD position open, okay? And even though I'm down on this, what will happen is if Bitcoin actually does go down by 2 to 4%, this DGD position will start kicking in and will actually make up for any of the losing trades that you'll have here. Okay, so it's kind of a hedge. Doesn't always work, but you should always have a DGD position open. Now you might say, well, okay, when Bitcoin drops, I'm going to go in there and turn it on. Yeah, good luck with that. That means you're going to be sitting at your computer, sitting there trading all the time. It's just not possible, okay? So I create a DGD position. It's always running, and it's been a good hedge across some of the losses, right? So the wins here, right? The winning trades make up for the losing trades, and then eventually DGD does actually, in the way that I've set it up with the settings, it does actually turn a profit, even in this market without BTC dipping, okay? The other thing, it's kind of a pain, because what you have to do is you have to go here, and when something, like for instance, let me see if something's on here, like ZIL is starting to move, okay? So ZIL, according to my research and everything else, is starting to move. So I have to go in here and I have to find ZIL and I have to turn it on, right? Now, why do I have to do that? Well, because if I keep it on all the time, it locks up capital, all right? And that's the #1 challenge to this bot right now, is that it locks up capital when things are not in use if you just have that pair turned on, okay? So you'll see here right now, it looks like it's going to do a ZIL trade. So let me pause the video. Let me refresh a couple of times. Let me see what actually happened. This is a prime example why I think that this bot has promise, but it's actually frustrating to use. And it's not the best review, obviously, is that, yeah, it does a pretty good job. But the challenge is I turned on ZIL there just a second ago, and you'll see it's gone here because in my test account, I ran out of BTC, but all of these orders here are tying up BTC. They have BTC in orders, right? So that's the challenge with this, is that you can do a composite bot, but the problem is the composite bot you have to have the same settings for the composite bot. And when I say composite bot, basically what this is this bot allows you to do two different things. A simple bot, which is just one pair, or a composite bot, which has multiple pairs, okay? The challenge is that those if I do a composite bot here, these multiple pairs have to actually share the same settings, okay? And it just doesn't work that way, okay? It just does not work that way. So like your base trading size might be bigger on some other things. Your take profit might be bigger on some other things. Your safety counts, and definitely your price deviation is going to be different on other things. I can guarantee the price deviation is going to be different on your safe trades. It's going to be different by as much as 1%, 2%, 3%. It will be different, okay? So while this bot is great, it takes a little bit more management to use at this point in time. The simple bot, like I said, with the simple bot, you can actually go in here and edit all your settings, but you can't keep it on all the time because it locks up capital. That's a return. That's a negative return on your opportunity cost and your ROI. And I'm rehashing what I covered in the other video, but that's why, because I do see promise in this bot. But the challenge is, if we go to my deals, the challenge is that once again, it's tying up capital, okay? Now, another thing I'll mention here as well is they did add bot analytics, and well, it's in Russian there, so keep in mind this is in beta. The challenge with these bot analytics is they're not accurate either, okay? So they're accurate on what's here, right? This is not to my trading account. This is the everybody that's trading with this bot, okay? These numbers here. So the ZEC bot here has 72 good trades, and I can copy that by clicking on this button here. And if I click on this, you'll see I can copy all those settings, right? Those settings are pretty aggressive, actually. So I wouldn't do this, but these settings are pretty aggressive. The issue, the challenge here, okay, is that does not take into account, and I know this, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure about this. If I cancel this Venn deal right now, and then I go to the exchange and I put my, so like right now, I'm down, let's go to another deal. Let's go to something. So here, DGD. I'm down $2.63, right, on DGD, even though I don't think in dollars, but let's just say I'm down 1% in DGD, okay, which is well within the deviation, right? But let's say that I cancel this, okay? If I panic sell this, then that will count against that number. But if I cancel this and then I go to the exchange and I put an exit for DGD at a higher level, just saying that I'll wait a week or wait 2 weeks for the price to reach this point and then I'll exit, hopefully, that doesn't get counted on those stats, okay? So those stats are only a positive result of the bot. It also doesn't cover the fact that, once again, this bot always assumes that the market's great and there's no downside protection, okay? So I know I'm sounding harsh on this. I'm not trying to sound harsh. It's just that I know what people want. People want something they can just put some numbers into, and it's a button they push, and then you're making 1% to 2% a day. This isn't it, okay? And when that does exist, I would do a video on it, okay? But it still doesn't exist. So if you want to be a bot trader, you got to focus on being a bot trader. Bot trading can be a part of your portfolio, but if you want it to be the only part of your portfolio, then you need to become an expert bot trader, okay? That's just the truth, the reality of the where the market is right now. So yeah, I'm still testing this, and I'll continue to test it, and I will be sharing everything, the results of my Discord group that you'll find a link down below, as well as links to other tools. But I just thought I'd share an update of kind of where things are at. And as it moves out of beta and it has a subscription and everything else kind of solidifies more, I'll be sharing how to set it up best. And as it moves forward, I anticipate that I'll be doing more videos on this. So definitely subscribe here on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.